Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Very kind.
Wolf M 1987 just resubbed for 64 months.
Grazie mille. Good evening. Oh my god. Oh! God, they're quick. Oh! This is our first foray into Europe. AFC Twickenham, in their second season, are in Europe. Saul, isn't he? Who does he play for now? He's moved somewhere. Iheanacho. Is he still only 28? How's everyone doing? Yeah, a lot of empty seats here in Lille. Relentless pressure from the eggs. If we lose to a 1-0 smash and grab breakaway goal, I'm going to be jolly upset. Get off offside. Keep it going, lads. What an incredible piece of play by Alexander-Arnold. Justified signing. I'm amazed he came to us. Oh! Oh! First goal for the club. Peach. A peach. 3 lovely assists. And some really lovely goals. We can win this whole fucking thing. Oh, that's a nice goal. Ayub Bouyadi. "18-year-old French. He looks good." Not too shabby. I found a video.
You know, it's really been a game changer having the mayor on my side.
He also does out-of-town visits. It's really kind of a full-time job.
Probably makes a better politician than most humans.
They're all as bad as each other. Who's my favorite player in this save? We've only made it through one full season, so I'm only part way through. In terms of my actual players, I really like Lorenzo Luca because I like a big target man and he scores goals. He's just 6'7", scored a bunch of goals. Last season we brought him in at Christmas and look at that, he scored 10 in 16. Fantastic. Semenyo's been really good for us as well. I really like Brick Wall of Bolton, who was a player that I created when I did create a club, and I made him a little better than I expected him to be. And I also went in and adjusted his stats because he had like vision 20, passing 20, and I was like, let's bear in mind this guy's a goalie, he's not a midfielder, and he's also 6'11", so I'm a big fan of him. He had aerial command of 2. If you are 6'11", you can reach your arms up to nearly 8 foot. I'm pretty sure he's a commanding presence in the box.
Thank you so much for coming, Mr. Mayor.
This dog is the mayor of a town in California, which raises a few questions around how a human politician can be replaced by an animal. In search of answers, we travel to Idlewild to shadow Max and his team.
I, Max, do swear on my food bowl to faithfully execute my duties as Mayor of Idlewild.
Let's begin with a brief history.
Okay.
Towns across America have been electing their pets into power for decades. The earliest recorded mayor was Bosco Ramos, a Labrador Rottweiler mix elected in 1981. In the 80s, a beer-drinking goat came to power in Lajitas, Texas. And from the 90s, mayors were popping up all over the place. But these small towns have one crucial thing in common. They're unincorporated areas, which means they have no official local government and no need for a real mayor. Animal elections have become a tradition to bring communities together, without politics. Frankly, we weren't convinced a dog was up to the job. But what we discovered with Mayor Max was truly unexpected.
Hi there, nice to meet you.
He's got his tie
This is
on.
Mayor Max. Come on in.
What a good boy.
Hi, my name is Phyllis Mueller. I'm the Chief of Staff for the Mayor of Idlewild, and I'm also his owner. I run Mayor Max's day-to-day activities with the help of my husband, Glenn.
Max goes to bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, weddings. He also does out-of-town visits. It's really kind of a full-time job. We spend a lot of time doing it. All the background work that's behind the scenes that we do with social media. We do produce an annual calendar, the Mayor Max calendar. We have since 2014. There's a lot of expense involved in that, though it's a
Hello.
Decided to make one of the most sour. I hope everyone's having a lovely morning. I've got one of my favourite people in the kitchen today, and it's Liz. We like each other, don't we? Yes, I'll try.
Good day. Hello. Sorry for the stream dying. It happens. Inside luxury room service at NYC's iconic Plaza Hotel. That sounds like my kind of vid.
New York is extremely busy during the holidays. And who are the people supporting all of that tourism? Who's working behind the scenes to make sure that your experience is magic, magic, magic? I think a lot about the people doing in-room dining at fancy hotels.
Excuse me, where's the lobby?
Down the hall to the left.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, reservation for Krishna? When you think of holidays, when you think of luxurious hotels, you think of the Plaza. To stay in this room during the holiday season will run you $3,500, and that is just for one night. The Plaza is 24/7 room service. Who are the people working their tails off, ensuring the people who can afford to stay here get every bit the magic that they paid for?
Good morning, this is in-room dining. Michael speaking. How may I assist you, Miss Krishna?
Hi, could I order some breakfast?
Absolutely. What can I send up for you, ma'am?
Could I get the Plaza Royal Omelette?
Of course.
The Continental?
Absolutely. What kind of pastries would you like with that?
Ooh, could I have a croissant, a chocolate croissant, a
Croissant.
Me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Stanitz just resubbed for 113 months. The sad reality is, I don't go to New York to live in a hotel.
I'm sorry to hear that, Stannis. What happened at Bon Appetit?
Danish and a muffin.
She's a chef. She knows food, and she still says croissant. What is with Americans? At least have a go, like us. Croissant, mate. Croissant. I know it's not right. I'll get a croissant, please. And I'm sure the French are going, it's croissant. but it's better than croissant. At least we're having a fucking go. Nice jump, Alistair! Thank you.
Jade Mayara Gifted. Raishiko a subscription. Jade Mayara Gifted a tier 1 sub to Raishiko.
Thank you for the gift sub. Gifted. Kevin, you're in for Harvey. Bremer needs a rest. Let's get Wilf Singo in. I think his name is Wilfred. Yeah. Excellent. Tired. Tired. Fatigue fresh. Excellent. Match fit. Excellent. Tired. How can he... What? She was racist? Right, racial pay inequity. The Bon Appetit YouTube channel. I'm subscribed to this channel. Interesting. Got to go to Villa and try to get a result. Let's take it steady now, team. Nice and cautious. No need to rush. Let's not do anything hasty, Master Hobbit. Which is worse, do you think? Casual racism or professional racism? Casual racism means that people are being racist as a hobby. But they're not even getting paid for it. They're just doing it for fun. At least with the professional racists, you know, maybe they're just doing it because that's the only job they could get. Arcade racism. Shame. Right, lads, we're getting absolutely hammered. We've got to fix things. That guy's name is Pow. Or do you pronounce it Paw? Or Poo? Pow. They're quick. This is a good team. We are struggling against this Villa side. Antoine's done nout. Let's get Naipan on for Semenyo, and we'll play a little deeper. Maybe we can't actually. Kevin, I want you to just winger it up, baby. Where's Matty Cash from? Is he English? Is he Irish maybe? No, he's English. Oh, he represents the Polish national team. How about that? He's got 25 caps for Poland. How funny. Right, let's try and go for it, boys. Smash and grab. Offside, sadly. Not offside. No, he was offside. Don't stop. Play on. I don't care if Watkins is dead. Oh. Yes, young man. Yes, young man. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. Ollie Watkins is dead on the ground and we're just playing around his body. The Villa fans would be going absolutely mental at us and the referee. Superb. Smash and grab point. Oh, fabulous. That's my ideal draw. They definitely should have won that game.
Wonderful. And coffee or tea?
I'll have a cappuccino and mint tea.
And is there anything else?
I'm amazed they don't pronounce it cappuccino.
The pancakes and the...
Yeah, give me a croissant and a cappuccino. A cappuccino, you know, a cappucci. Give me a cappucci, yes. Not a cappuccino.
Smoothie.
A cappuccino.
And I should have this there
Actually,
in
they
about
say
30 minutes. Miss
cappuccino.
Krishna.
Give me a
Amazing,
cappuccino.
thank
You have a
and a
wonderful
croissant.
Me too.
And a douche nut.
I was never allowed to order room service growing up because it was too expensive. Not really good, so this feels very luxurious.
Kingdom Dining.
Coming.
Good morning, Miss Priya.
Hi.
May I come in?
Yes, of course. Oh my gosh. Is that a tree of macaroons?
Yeah.
Oh my
How was your night?
goodness. It was really great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Is blueberry muffin?
What time did you wake up this morning?
I wake up 4:30. My shift starts 6:30.
Okay. Has the morning been busy?
Plaza is busy always.
Plaza is the plaza.
Yeah.
The drama. Ooh, fruit.
This is a syrup for
the
pancake
pancakes.
and ketchup for omelette.
Great.
This is lemon and honey for tea.
You have a whole system, Saeed.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a real art to how you display it.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Anything else can do for you?
No, I'm all set.
The later I come back,
Uh-huh.
pick up your clean your table.
Thank you, Saeed.
Enjoy.
We'll see you soon.
See you again.
Very soon. He's so kind and gentle, man.
Problem is, if you're staying at the Plaza and you're a famous chef or a famous journalist, they're going to send their best guy and he's going to do his best work.
He's a very calm presence. He walked in like a guy who's been doing this for many years and could do this in his sleep. I'm gonna take a few bites of breakfast and then Saeed's gonna come back up to meet me and we're gonna see what he does the rest of the day. Ooh, that's really nice. Beautiful strawberries.
What, Stannis?
Really good Danish. Can I just say that there is no restaurant that will ever feel fancier than having room service.
For those of you who haven't seen this, this is a treat.
And the device used to record information from your computer system onto the master CD is a device within the recorder's office. Is that correct, as opposed to being in some other building somewhere?
Yes.
During your tenure in the computer department at the recorder's office, has the recorder's office had photocopying machines?
Objection.
Any photocopying machine?
When you say photocopying machine, what do you mean?
Let me make sure I understand your question. You don't have an understanding of what a photocopying machine is?
No, I want to make sure that I answer your question correctly.
Dave, I'll object to the tone of the question. You make it sound like it's unbelievable to you that he wouldn't know what the definition of a photocopy machine is.
I didn't ask him to define it. I asked him if he had any.
When you say photocopying machine, what do you mean?
Let me be clear. The term photocopying machine is so ambiguous that you can't picture in your mind what a photocopying machine is in an office setting?
I just want to make sure I answer your question correctly.
Well, we'll find out. If you can say yes or no, I can do follow-ups. But it seems if you really don't know in an office setting what a photocopying machine is, I'd like the Ohio Supreme Court to hear you say so.
I just want to make sure I answer your question correctly.
There's different types of photocopiers, Dave.
You're speaking instead of... You're not under oath. This guy is.
I understand that, but I understand what his objection is. You want him to answer the question. I don't think it's fair.
It's not fair?
It's not a fair question. A photocopy machine can be a machine that uses photostatic technology, that uses xerographic technology, that uses scanning technology.
I don't care what kind of technology it uses. Has your offices... We don't have technocrats on the Ohio Supreme Court. We've got people like me, general guys
Objection.
Or gals.
Why aren't they working well together? What's wrong with my team? Have I hurt them in some way? Have I disappointed them? Burnley in the cup. Let's put Brendan B-Day in. Toby can come in for Milenkovic. Kevin can play for Semenyo. Naipan for Barnes. We'll get Adebayo in for Luka. Dan Liuc, you can play for Singo. Luka Nets, you can play for Lamptey. And he will be there for Joe Willock. Saber, you can come in for Harvey. And Rushworth, you can play in place of the brick wall of Bolton. Oh! Let's watch that again. Absolute beauty. Nuts. Surely it can't be that easy. That's a glorious goal. Oh my god! Wow, that's even better. That guy's called Hannibal. Oh! Kind of glad to be out of the competition, I'll be real with you. Don't care about it.
I'm not really very interested in what the technology element of it is. I want to know.
That's what's at issue in the case, Dick.
Not in my judgment. Do you have photocopying machines at the recorder's office? If you don't know what that means in an office setting, please tell the court you don't know what that means in an office setting to have a photocopying machine.
I would like to answer your question to the best of my ability.
I'm asking you to answer that.
So if you could explain to me what you mean by...
I'm not going to do that because I want to establish on the record that you really don't know what it is. I want to establish that. Now, do you know what it is or do you not know what it is? Do you understand what that term means in common parlance or not?
Common parlance?
Common language.
I'm sorry. I didn't know what that meant. I understand that there are photocopying machines, and there are different types of them, just like there are different
there any
cars.
in the recorder's
Some of them run
office?
under gas power, some of them under electric power, and I'm asking if you could help me out by explaining what you mean by photocopying
That's
machine.
a great point.
Instead of trying to make me feel stupid.
If you feel stupid, it's not because I'm making you feel that way.
Objection! I have self-confidence, and I have no problem.
I don't think you're stupid.
I don't have any problem answering the question.
I think you're playing games with me.
Dave, the word photocopying is at issue in this case. And you're asking him whether something is or isn't a photocopy machine, which is a legal conclusion.
This isn't a patent case. There's no statute that defines where I'm asking him to define technology for me. I want to find out from a layperson's perspective, not from an engineer's perspective, not from a technician's perspective, but from... I have an idea. How about this? Have you ever heard the term photocopier or photocopy used in the recorder's office by anybody?
Photocopy? I'm sure in the time I've been there, someone has used the term.
And have you ever heard them use it in referencing a particular device or machine within the recorder's office? By way of example, can you photocopy that for me? That's an example of office parlance.
That particular terminology I've not witnessed.
What was the context that you heard the term photocopy used in the recorder's office?
I'm sure it's been used. I didn't say I remembered a specific instance.
All right. But you have a general understanding that people have used the term photocopy within the recorder's office in terms of something that could be done there. Is that true?
I'm sure it's been used. I don't remember a specific instance or how it was used. I'm sure it's been used.
And is it fair to say that it's been used in terms of being able to copy one piece of paper onto another piece of paper using a machine? No? Not sure of that?
I'm sure it's been used. I don't recall a specific instance in which it was.
Do you have a secretary?
No.
Does anybody there have a secretary?
Yes.
Have you ever heard a secretary use the term photocopy?
No.
Have you ever? Do you have machines there where I can put in a paper document, push a button or two, and out will come copies of that paper document also on paper? Do you have such a machine?
Yes, sir.
What do you call that machine?
Xerox.
I love that sketch. It's not even a sketch, it's real. It really happened.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Thank
The Time Winder just resubbed for 34 months. Audi.
The Time Winder, Audi. It is funny that Italians basically don't say huh. How many languages in Europe do say huh? Like hello. Offside. Like in Spain, it's habla español, not habla. Are there many words in Spanish with the H? They say habanero and stuff, so I guess they do. talking the big ones. I'm talking Austrian. Serbia. Czech Republic. But they wouldn't say hombre. The only H sound they have is on their J. Jalapeno. Oh, Luca, you got to score that, baby. Jesus Christ. All right, let's try and get a goal. Offside, offside, offside. What's happening? But then what's the H for? How do they pronounce the H?
Asia kunnossa. Janko betonikalerverkko.
Se on Rautajoki, morjes.
Joo.
Se on niin jätket laittanut taas liikaa kovetetta.
Joo.
No nyt toi kura jässähtänyt tonne säiliöön, se ei tuu ulos sieltä.
Joo.
Mä en rupee sitä hakkaan enää irti sieltä. Tää on nyt 4. kerta tänä vuonna.
Joo.
Mä otan nyt lopputili, tää auto jäi tänne. Kalle!
Joo.
Haista paska!
Asia kunnossa.
This is the weirdest sketch.
Asia kunnossa. Jankon betonikalerverkko.
Seppo Numminen Kuhmalahdelta tässä taas terve.
Joo.
Sä oot kuule mulle luvannut ne kaivorenkaat jo 3 kertaa.
Joo.
Sä sanoit eilenkin aamulla, että ne tulee iltapäivällä.
Joo.
Mitään ei näkynyt.
Joo.
Tuossa kuule mulla kaivinkonesessio 3 päivää. Tiedätkö sä mitä se maksaa?
Yeah.
Mä soitin nyt vaan sitä, ettei sun tarvi enää niitä kaivorenkaita tänne lähetellä.
Yeah.
Mä otin tosta pikon betonista ne.
Joo.
Ja sitten vielä kuule, Kalle, yksi asia.
Yeah.
Kuuntele tarkkaan.
Yeah.
Haista paskaa!
Asia kunnossa.
You may have seen that as a GIF, the office clearing where he's just tossing everything around. This is, you see this as a reaction GIF. Normally from here. This is finish, a primo finish sketch. It's just this every time. It's this every time. I like it though. I don't know why. Europeans and their crazy sense of humor.
What's this? A priest? Deity or deities, forgive this abuse of your earthbound ambassador, but my calling is very specific. I'm cutting your head, I'm cutting your head, I'm cutting your head. Oh, hey, happy couple, how? Wait a minute. That head, it's already been crushed. I'm pinching your face. I'm pinching your face. Okay, citizens, come on. I'm going to pinch your faces. Then I stop down. I'm pinching. Excuse me. What the hell do you think you're doing? I'm pinching faces. Pinching faces? Yes, it's a wonderful thing in which, yes, I invented. Thank you, thank you. What you do is you put your thumb here, your finger there, you'll get the person in the middle, you'll get your target in... I know what you're doing, you amateur. You're doing it on my turf. Would you please leave? Your turf? Oh, yes, my turf. Now, beat it. I'm not going nowhere. Moron! Not going nowhere is a double negative, which means you're going somewhere. Ha! So why don't you get lost, huh?
That show was huge in Canada.
Ja, lilla Anna. Om du fick önska dig vad som helst i hela världen, vad skulle du önska dig då?
En docka.
Ja, jag menar liksom någonting större.
En cykel.
Nej, inte någon leksak.
En video.
Nej, alltså
Jolly Grinch just resubbed for
saker liksom, utan
113
någonting
months.
Thank you.
Som är jätteviktigt, som alla människor på jorden vill ha.
Mat.
Nej, mat alltså. Nej, någonting som är viktigt, som man demonstrerar för, som Amerika och Ryssland ska prata om. Vad är det?
Pengar.
Pengar, vad fan är det enda du tänker på? Dockor och cyklar och pengar och mat och sånt. Skit alltså, vad fan. Tänk om du kom hem med en massa soldater och sköt din mamma och din pappa. Skulle det vara roligt? Tycker du det skulle vara kul, va? Nej, men vad är det då? Vad är det då?
Krig.
Ja, men vad fan, är du dum i huvudet? Det är ju inte det ska vara. Vad är det då man inte vill ha? Vad är det man ska ha då?
Fred.
Ja, det är precis. Ja, och det är alltså det som svenska barn vill ha mest av allt. Fred på jorden.
All right, we need a new playlist.
Yeah.
We need a new playlist. Foreign sketches. That's really funny. New playlist. Foreign comedy. Actually good. So I think if I do this, you guys can add to this playlist and I'll just make my way through it. add sketches from your country, and you can be English and add sketches too, that you can find on YouTube, and we'll watch them. En famille. Someone's added a video.
Ja, lilla Anna. Om du fick önska dig
Broder Ansgar?
Hello. Oh, I'll read the subtitles. Hello, are you brother Ansgar? Can we turn them on?
Ja, det er jeg, ja. Ja, så bra. Ok.
Oh, no.
Hei, du. Ja. Ja, hva gjelder det?
What's the matter?
Ja, det er denne her. Ja, vil du
It's this thing.
Ja. Jaha. Ja, så den, jeg har ikke fått gjort noen ting hele formiddag, jeg.
Hope you can read that.
Det tar tid, altså, skjønner vi holder på å legge om til et helt nytt system, og da skal alle ha hjelp på en gang, vet du.
Ja,
så du kommer ikke inn i den, eller?
Nei, den bare ligger der.
Ok, har du forsøkt å åpne den?
Ja, åpne den, altså hvis det hadde vært så enkelt, så hadde jeg jo ikke tilkalt helpdesk, hadde jeg vel?
Nei, det er sant.
Nei. Vil du ha en kopp varmt vann?
Nei, da, det skal være fort gjort, dette.
Ja.
Skal vi se. Du bare gjør der. Sånn.
Ja.
Da er du i gang.
Ja, altså så langt kom jeg også.
Ok.
Men så stoppet det opp, og så var jeg redd for at noe av teksten skulle forsvinne, så jeg turte ikke å gå videre.
Åja, ok. Nei, men du skjønner at inni her, så ligger det kanskje flere hundre sider med lagret tekst. Så for å komme videre, så tar du tak i et ark på den måten her, og så liksom blar du over på neste side sånn. Da fortsetter teksten der.
Jeg blar, altså?
Du blar, ja.
Men når jeg skal tilbake, da?
Ja, da bare blar du tilbake igjen. Tar tak der, og så gjør du sånn. Der, så er du tilbake til den teksten du hadde i stad. Ikke noe
Ok, så den slutter der, og så fortsetter den der, ja. Ok, men når jeg skal avslutte for dagen, hva gjør jeg da?
Da bare slår du sammen permene.
Ja?
På den måten der. Sånn. Da er den lukket, der ligger alt lagret inni der.
Altså, jeg risikerer ikke å miste noe av teksten her nå, altså?
Nei, alt ligger lagret inni her nå. Da må du i tilfelle sette fyr på hele greia. Det er kanskje lite sannsynlig. Så.
Ja, ok. Nei, men for det er noe med det at liksom, når du har holdt på med skriftruller, så tar det litt grann tid å konvertere til å bla i en bøk. Ja.
Det er greit.
Ja, men du, en til før du går. Jeg må bare gå gjennom en gang til. Altså, jeg åpner...
You can add whatever you want.
Og så, hva du kalte det?
Blar.
Jeg blar.
Has to be a comedy sketch from your country that's popular and, like, you know, well regarded, like the Swedish one where he's getting the young girl to say peace.
Blar frem og tilbake.
Ja, teksten ligger der hele tiden.
Ja. Og når jeg er ferdig, så bare lukker jeg den. Flott.
Fint det.
Kjempefint.
Ja, flott det.
Ja, men du, vent, ikke sant? Nå er den sånn igjen, nå får jeg ikke åpnet den. Nå får jeg ikke åpnet den.
Ja, det er fra feil side. Du må åpne fra andre siden.
Så det er ikke likegyldig, det, altså?
Nei, du må åpne fra den siden der. Sånn. Der. Der er den åpen.
Ja vel.
Har du lest manualen?
Ja vel.
Manualen?
Det skal følge med som manualen som brukerveiledning. Det er sikkert den der. Der, vet du.
Åja, den, ja.
Står alt sammen.
Ja, men ikke sant, der har du samme problemet. Får den ikke opp. Åpnet den, altså.
Ok, det skulle vi kanskje ha tenkt på.
Is the UI bad? There's only 2 on there at the moment, so feel free to add them. I think we need to tell the lads to fucking get stuck in there. Generally, that fixes my defensive problems. I've won leagues by getting stuck in there. So again, here is the link. Feel free to add sketches, whatever you want. We'll watch. I'm intrigued. Where's Lugano? Sounds like... Is it Switzerland, is it? Switzerland, but it's Lugano. What? Is it that little bit that's like, was Italy, but is now still Switzerland or something? I don't know. That was a terrible goal. How ad? I have no idea. If anyone that's done it can explain it, that would be great. Oh! Oh! Can't believe he's not getting credited with that. Oh, well. Going in anyway, I think. Unlucky. This lad's a little firecracker, this Mager. The magician, they call him. Whew. Well done, Christian Eriksen. Mate, Majer's the magic man. He's man of the match, practically. Great save. added more videos.
Danish language has always been impossible to understand for most Scandinavians. But the recent years, it has been impossible to understand for us in Denmark too. So for me, the Danish language has collapsed into meaningless guttural sounds. For example, the other day, I had a problem with my bicycle, had a flat tire. Had to go into a traditional Danish ice cream store. And when I came in, I didn't even remember the Danish word for hello. Gabe's good. I didn't understand anything of him, so I just repeated what he said. Gud, sker det? Jeg skal se lille solskinner og lille skønner. Skulle jeg have en slagskab for en lille cykelur? Skal.
So the problem with this is I don't understand what they're saying, lads. So let's make it clear. It's staying on the playlist because Danish people will understand it, but there needs to be. It says with subtitles, but there are no subtitles. So what's the crack? Oh, it's meant to be gibberish? But how am I, a non-Dane, meant to know that? Because to me it sounds like they're speaking Danish and there's just no subtitles. It's only a joke if you speak Danish. Fucking hell.
Der får vi lidt skæggelkugle. Skæggelkugle! Ja. Sugelekugle. I didn't know what the fuck skæggelkugle was. I just gave him some tape rests. Skæggelkugle. Oh, flawless. Here's some camemberts. I don't know what it gave me, but it was wrong. So then I just had to take a wild shot, and I said the word cameloso. Jeg skulle have en cameloso. Cameloso. I didn't know what cameloso was. In general, I must say, it's not easy to run an ice and crime store and nobody knows what things are called. So, no problem, cameloso. Spis, Nico. Flimser du? Cameloso. 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 He gave me a file, but then I had no choice. I just had to take it. Then I got a bit desperate, and I really tried to reach through to him, but he just became afraid of me. Hjælp. Vi forstår hinanden ikke. You work as a milkman? Yes, I sell and deliver milk, yes. Skal det være som ikke dag? Ikke dag? Ja. Tak, og så kan takke tusind. Så, tusind tak. Det skal gå, det skal gå, det skal gå, det skal gå, det skal gå. The icing man has been claiming that you fooled him into order 1,000 liters of your milk. Yeah, maybe. And so fucking what? I need to make a fortune out of this communication problem. But I mean, who's to blame? Who's to blame? I need money. I have 3 cows to feed. Og du skal den kammer, du skal anklage mig for tilbage, når du skal se glasses. What did you just say there? Now you just ordered 1,000 liter milk. I knew the file costed 86 crowns, but the Danish number system is very complicated, so I just said something. Her er katten, prinsen. Hjerten sorgt. Og halvdels hul og Yeah. He said the price, but I had no idea what the number is at. I just held out the clump of money. Have you all those? Yeah. That's some fish from Fredden. Oh, five in there? På længslet. På længslet.
Bizarre. It is a little bit too long. I'd say you could halve it and tighten it and it would be funny. They didn't need the third character. Man, we are just defensively all over the place. Do they? I mean, as accents go, the strong Danish accent is pretty fucking dank. Two plus 5 minus 0.5 times 20? That's not how they do it. Yeah, the potato in the mouth thing, right? It's all like that, and it goes up at the end of the sentence a lot. It is an odd accent. That is a hell of a goal from Saber. What a block. Oh, he's offside. Right, we've got to work with these tactics. Something's gone wrong. Okay, in possession. I'm moving on from the sketch. I do get it, but it's a little long.
Nou, mijn voornaam? Grzegorz Brzęczysztykiewicz. Brzęczysztykiewicz. Grzegorz. Brzęczysztykiewicz.
Jesus.
Has? Has? Jawohl. Schreib das sofort auf die Maschine. Name und Vorname? Grzegorz Brzęczysztykiewicz. Wie?
Wow, whoever added that, holy shit. There's no sound on this. Ah! That's horrible.
Jet, vind je het eng?
Kan het gewoon niet.
Ja, natuurlijk wel. Maar je moet gewoon durven. Maar kijk, zelfs Rosling gaat over de bok.
Rosling, mogen wij straks misschien bij Engels bij je afkijken?
Nou, wat denk je?
Oh no, she's gonna be in a wheelchair or something, isn't she? Oh my god. Oh no!
Nee, papi, je moet nu naar school bellen. Nu, Hu. Ah! Ja, die griezel van de meneer Heidrich, die heeft Cookie dus afgepakt. En het slaat dus helemaal nergens op. Want jullie weten toch hoe gek ik op Cookie ben? En hij moet gewoon met zijn vieze
There's another 5 minutes of this. Yoso, I'm sure it was you that added it. I'm skipping. What the hell is this?
Jocke, mina vänner kallar mig Vov-Jocke.
Och vad står Vov för?
För World of Warcraft. Du! På den här skylten med mitt namn här, kan det stå 1337 där så man kan få, så kan man få det efter sitt namn eller?
Ja, det kan vi fixa.
Fan vad bra.
Vad betyder det?
Elit.
Vad är det som är så kul med World of Warcraft då?
Allt är precis som i verkliga livet. Man kan göra precis samma saker. Du kan se på spelet här nu till exempel här, så kan du, här kan man vara, här kan man vara, här kan man vara. Precis så.
Dobrý večer, milí typáci. Vítáme vás při další lekci německého jazyka. Alles Gute! Právě před 60 lety vstoupila nocha německého vojáka do této země. A u příležitosti tohoto výročí jsme si chtěli trochu zavzpomínat. Proto jsme si k nám do studia pozvali milého hosta. Je to německý ovčák. Das ist aber kuschelweich. Ano, je mazlivě měkoučký a hlavně čistý. A co vy? Máte čisté šaty? Čisté nehty, čisté a bílé zuby. Čisté svědomí? Čistou duši. Čistou a bílou pleť? Jste také čistí a bílí. Napřed se ale prosvištíme nějaká slovíčka. Budeš tady ještě, až se vrátím? Popla. 40. 40. 40.
The fuck is this, dude? This sucks. This is a great sketch.
Stop raining.
This is a great sketch.
Players back on the lawn.
Yes, they're on a walk for just 2 marks on the blow and just 3 wides. The first breakers on the left arm of the wheels of brings.
Yes, we've seen not much of that, Ted. And there goes. A little wide.
But very nice for the 2 elders over, Bob.
Yes. Yes, well, they're up to 4 now.
Referee moving them up to the bottom one. He's got to move the yellows on the breast beam.
Changing the pattern again. 2 white and 3 singe.
And a left jolly marker for the white screen. I see. Referee moving up to the 4th screen on the 3 lawns.
Looking very confident there. Yes, moving up very fast, and there's... He's just in time, just in the ring.
Very nice indeed, Mulroney. Yes, he's done it again. Just a nicker for first quarter.
And he's off now.
Referee checking the doors.
There goes. Just a little too short.
Oh, but he's going to the boards, you see. It's
Changing
a
the
2-block
pattern very much. Look how he moves. He goes up, comes down.
2 and 1. Traffled. 1 shoot. Here it comes,
But it's a stroke.
Yes, and a traffled for him. Bucking off to the leftovers.
Changing. Well, we've seen that before, Ted.
Yes.
Again, too long, but a good sketch.
Mens reklamebransjen har 30 sekunder på å formidle sitt budskap, tar vi raske menn hele verdenshistorien på 5 minutter. Begynnelsen. På et eller annet tidspunkt sier Gud, bli lys! Og sånn blir det. Gud er det kreative hjørnet og skaper dinosaurene. Før han like kreativt får det til å forsvinne. Menneske, en til da ukjent oppfinner Dark.
Right, this is a no from me as well.
The shitting log system is based on mutual trust. While seated there, your body's most private parts are on display, and it's everyone's responsibility to stay away. Yesterday, we had an incident where the shitting log stalker was more daring than ever. Oddvar?
Yes, I'm sitting on the shitting log, minding my own business, and suddenly a hand shoots out of the ground and starts caressing my scrotum.
In a perfect world, we would have stalls where we could sit in peace, shielded from view. But unfortunately, we're not quite there yet. Orm, get up here. It's very important that the chieftain's family stand together, showing disgust, yeah?
Yes. First, I would like to say that my thoughts go to Oddvar and his family.
Thank you very much.
But I feel perhaps that she has received her punishment now for something that I perhaps would just call an innocent prank.
This is not a prank. This is assault. The thought of her staring straight into my brown eye, that's traumatic.
Yes, yes.
It will take a lot of work for me to get over this, guaranteed.
Sure, yes. But we know nothing of her motivation. No, maybe she's just doing this because she lacks other ways to vent. No, but maybe she's been left out her entire life. Maybe she's been excluded from this and that, and you know, so that's sneaking around the toilet bowl is her way of achieving some sort of intimacy and nearness. But what do I know about this? You know, I know nothing of this, so it's pure guesswork on my end. It's a hypothesis.
Thank you. Thank you, Orm, for that contribution. But trust has been violated in such a villainous manner that we have no other option than sending the shitting log stalker to Helheim, where shitting log stalkers belong.
That's the sketch ending? I like Burnstown.
What's the buttons?
Oh no, they installed voice recognition technology in this lift. I heard about this.
Voice recognition technology? In a lift? In Scotland? You ever tried voice recognition technology?
No.
They don't do Scottish accents.
11.
Could you please repeat that?
11.
11. 11.
11.
Could you please repeat that?
11.
Whose idea was this? You need to try an American accent. 11. 11.
That sounds Irish, no American.
Not, doesn't it? 11.
Where in America is that? Dublin?
I'm sorry. Could you please repeat that?
Try an English accent, right? 11. 11.
You for the same part of England as Dick Van Dyke?
Listen, yours then, smart ass.
Please speak slowly and clearly.
Smart ass.
11.
I'm sorry. Could you please repeat that?
11. If you don't understand the lingo, away back came to your own country.
Ooh, is that talk now, is it? Away back to your own country?
Oh, don't start, Mr. Bleeding Heart. How can you be racist to a lift?
Please speak slowly and clearly.
11. 11. 11. 11.
You're just saying it the same way.
I'm going to keep saying it until I understand Scottish, all right? 11. 11. 11. 11.
I'll just take his anywhere, you cow.
This is a voice-activated elevator. Please state which floor you would like to go to in a clear and calm manner.
Calm. Calm. Where's that coming from? Why is it telling people to be calm?
Because they knew they'd be selling this to Scottish people who'd be going off for nuts at it.
You have not selected a floor.
Aye, we have! 11!
If you would like to get out of the elevator without selecting a floor, simply say, "Open the doors, please."
Please? Please? Suck my wally.
Maybe we should just say please.
I'm not begging that for nothing.
Open the doors, please.
Please. Pathetic.
Please remain calm.
Oh, you went up tonight. Get up there. Hey, just wait for it to speak.
You have not selected a floor.
Ah, Bules, you cow! You don't let us out these doors! I'm going to come to America, I'm going to find whatever desperate actress gave you a voice, and I'm going to go in an electric chair for you!
Scotland, you bastard!
Scotland!
Scotland!
Scotland! Freedom!
I wish to make a complaint.
No! Not 4 candles either, alright? Want foreign shit. I'm gonna do it. Alright? We're gonna catch up with Zaza.
And I couldn't sleep. So I went outside and realized I'm not the only one awake. Hi, I'm Zaza, living alone in the big city of Guangzhou, China.
Guangzhou.
Tonight, I don't know why, but I just can't fall asleep, tossing and turning.
Maybe if you hadn't set up your camera and turned a light on. I don't buy it, Zaza. This is my favorite.
What do you make of this weather, Eric?
And the ground's all slippery, I know. I nearly went my arse there.
Oh, it's a pair of these you're wanting. Permagrip soles, Timpsons, 1999.
Is that right?
Ah, you've got to take care of yourself at our age, you know.
Come here.
Jesus, he's all right.
Watch your feet, Jack. It's slippy.
It's a pair of these you're wanting. Permagrip, 1999. Got them out of Oh, that boy at Timpson's getting kicked squarely in the nuts.
Farmer Q.
That's such a good gag. The infamous scene that took Faulty Towers off air?
Few sitcoms have left as sharp a mark on television comedy as the chaotic brilliance of Faulty Towers.
Oh, I can't stand her voice. Also, that's definitely not the voice of the person who made this video. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. Yeah, 100%. "92 views this has. Joe Willett. Great goal. I mean, we were always going to lose Areola at some point. You know, I don't know much about our new manager who's coming in into the season.
You blunder!
Poli type de $4.20. I am to them to add to playlist.
Well, sadly, your message doesn't show up in chat, so we'll never know. Don't know why he didn't just do that in the first place.
Hey, de er på vej. De er på vej.
På vej?
Alle sammen.
Hvor langt?
Alle sammen, de er på vej. Ja. Og helt.
Ja, Frank. Rolig nu. Skal nok være stille.
Surprise.
Hej.
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 Det er godt at se jer.
Hej.
Godt at se dig.
Lige måde. Vil du med ind og have en kop te, Susanne?
Nej, jeg kan simpelthen ikke få mere ned oven på alt det mad. Det var fantastisk.
Ja, det var først dig, mad.
Det var rigtig hyggeligt at se dig. Det var vi gøre noget mere ud og spise, ikke?
Det er godt.
Lige måde, ikke?
Det er
Vi ses, Frank.
Hej.
Hej, hej.
Skat, du skal lige blive der. Skat, du skal blive der.
Hvad er det?
Det er fordi, jeg har en lille overraskelse til dig.
Har du det?
Ja, du skal have bind for øjnene. Sådan en rigtig fin silketørklæde. Sådan. Så er du en rigtig fin dame. Kan du se noget?
Nej.
Godt. Følg dig bare med. Er du med, Nussen?
Ja.
Ja, godt. Så stiller du dig bare her.
Må jeg kigge?
Nej. Jeg henter lige en lille ting.
Frank? Frank?
Surprise!
Mia, nej, Mia.
All right, this experiment is over. Ooh, University Challenge. Grand Final. All right, let's meet the teams.
Captain. Hi, I'm Alice Leonard. I'm from Portsmouth and I'm studying for a Master's in Environment, Culture and Society.
Hi, I'm Rehan Amjad. I'm from Dublin and Glasgow and I'm studying for a PhD in Computer Science.
The team from Manchester have faced New College Oxford, LSE, UCL, Sheffield and Imperial on their way to this point and defeated them all. And in fact, the only match they've lost in this competition was their first quarter-final against Edinburgh. They are, however, coming into this game on very good form. In their semi-final against Imperial, all 4 team members contributed some very fast buzzes, helping them to...
Look, I'll show you guys a proper comedy sketch. All right?
Contributed some very fast buzzes, helping them to an impressive final score of...
If I could find it. What? Do was just trying to come in. Yes, I will. I think this might be the only copy of this sketch I can find, so annoyingly.
What's up, YouTube?
Oh my god, is this really Big Train Cake Factory? There's no... Unavailable. They've blocked it on copyright grounds. Those dicks.
So, in conclusion, these cakes really are selling extremely quickly. They're selling like nobody's business. They're flying off the shelves, these cakes. Maybe it's because we warm them up first, I don't know, but they are being bought at a tremendous rate. In fact, I don't think I've seen anything sell with such speed as these warmed through cakes. They're literally snapping up these cakes like, well, like they're going out of fashion.
Sorry, you could say they were selling like hotcakes.
Well, I think that's as good a place as any to end the meeting. So thank you very much, Steve, and thank you, everybody. Peter, have a quick word. Peter, I'm afraid I'm going to have to let you go.
You're firing me? But why?
Because you're a smart aleck, Peter. You can't help making glib remarks about cakes. And I'm afraid up here what counts is how you make cakes and not what you say about them.
Don't fire me, please. I'm committed to cakes.
Okay, look, it's clearly not working out for you in this division, so I'm prepared to give you another chance. I'm going to move you to another section, but I want you to cut out the smart remarks. Okay, it's down to you, Peter.
Okay.
So, to recap, this represents the vat of broth, and these figures represent the broth makers, or cooks, if you will. There's a lot of them, isn't there? And it's this surfeit of cooks that's having such a negative impact on the broth. There's too many cooking staff, and it's ruining the product. You'd think, wouldn't you, that having so many cooks would make it better? But no, it's making it worse. So, to put it in simple terms, the ratio of chefs to the amount of food being prepared is proving detrimental to the broth.
I could say that you bollocksed it up.
I love that sketch. Anyway.
An impressive final score of 250. Manchester are seeking what would be a record-equalling 5th series title for the university, and their average score is also 165. Let's meet them once again.
Hi, I'm Ray Power. I'm from Bangkok, Thailand, and I'm studying film studies and English literature.
Oh my gosh, she's stunning.
Hi, I'm Kirsty Dixon. I'm from Morley Green in Cheshire, and I'm studying medicine.
She's
and
gorgeous.
Hi, I'm Kai Madrick.
Get out of the way, Kai!
And I'm studying for a PhD in AI and astrophysics.
Hi, I'm Rob Faulkner. I'm from Norwich, and I'm studying physics with astrophysics.
God, I thought we were on for the best team of University Challenge history.
Well, it's fantastic to see you guys, especially given you're looking so smart. So let's get
smart.
On.
He's got a fucking beanie on.
Here we go. Fingers on buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. To whom are these words of Mary Wollstonecraft addressed? Having read with great pleasure a pamphlet which you have lately published, I dedicate this volume to you. to induce you to reconsider the subject and maturely weigh what I have advanced respecting the rights of women and national education. They are taken from the dedication of her Vindication of the Rights of Women, written in response to this French statesman and diplomat's assertion that women's education should be limited to the domestic sphere.
Manchester Medwick.
Rousseau.
No.
Edinburgh Richards.
Condorcet.
No, it's Talleyrand. Let's start the question. I need the names of 2 countries here. The largest time zone difference across a single land border.
Manchester Medwick.
China and Afghanistan.
Well done. Your bonuses are on the works of Alexander Pushkin. Quote, how would...
Afghanistan borders China? God. Let me look at a map here. And the reason that's the biggest time zone change is because China has a single time zone, and all the way out there in Afghanistan, wait. Wow, it does. That is wild. The very, very, very eastern little nubbin of China, where there's just nothing. What are all the dashed lines around the Ladakh province and Jammu and Kashmir? Are they still not quite sure who's in charge of that? Ladakh. It's the largest. It's administered by India as a union territory. Interesting. So... Is there trouble? This is shocking.
Will it end? It isn't hard to guess. The crowd will shed a few more tears and wail, he'll summon up a few more frowns, and in the end he'll graciously consent, with humbly lowered eyes, to take the crown. Referring to its title character, those lines are from the opening scene of which of Pushkin's plays?
Did Pushkin do Boris Godunov? Because like Crown and stuff. Yeah, he did. Okay, Boris Godunov?
Yes.
These people are so much cleverer than me. How can you be 21 and already know about all of these things and still have time to be, you know, hopefully young and cool?
Which narrative poem begins with a prologue that describes, quote, a green oak by the bay where a learned cat circles on a golden chain, telling stories of things wrought in legendary days, one of which the narrator says this poem will relate?
Anything?
I don't know, sorry. Any idea?
No, pass.
That's Ruslan and Lyudmila. The title character of which work is described in its opening stanzas as, in Nabokov's translation, a young scapegrace, a boisterous but charming child, now at large, haircut after the latest fashion, dressed like a London dandy.
Eugene Onegin.
Yes. Let's start the question. Which physicist's works include a short 1924 paper titled Planck's Law and the Hypothesis of Light Quanta? After this paper was initially rejected for publication, he sent it with a covering letter to Einstein, who translated it
Niels Bohr
into German and published it under this physicist's name. Which...
Edinburgh Amjad.
Bose?
It is Bose,
Oh,
yes.
Bose.
Well done. 3 questions for you, Edinburgh, on football clubs founded by Britons abroad.
False credential. I'm afraid I've ended that experiment, and I'm going to delete the playlist. It was a terrible idea. Trusting the viewers of this miserable channel to come up with anything approaching a list of funny sketches, even sketches that made sense, was almost impossible. So we've moved on.
Which football club in Serie A is
All right, Optimal Beam, here we go.
The oldest in Italy and was founded in the city's British consulate as a cricket and athletics club?
Oldest club in Italy.
A fact demonstrated by the club's full name. They have been champions of Italy on 9 occasions, although the last time was in 1924.
Internazionale.
Yes.
Genoa.
Also founded to play cricket by workers of a British railway company, the club now known as Peñarol after the neighborhood in
Paraguay.
which it is located is based in what country?
Yeah,
The
Paraguay.
club has been national
Oh, no,
champion
it's Uruguay.
52 times to date and was the first winner of the Copa Libertadores.
Uruguay.
Uruguay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which
Uruguay.
Spanish club was founded mainly by Scottish expats on Burns Night 1890, with its foundation document published in the Dundee Courier? The club hosted Spain's first official football match, defeating the team from nearby Huelva 2-0.
Celta Vigo.
Nominate Ishwa.
Verona?
Celta Vigo.
No, that's Sevilla.
Oh, Sevilla.
Let's start the question. What is the common English translation of the German word Sachlichkeit?
Sachlichkeit. Is it height? Is height hot or health? Height is health. Sachlichkeit. Something health related. Sachlichkeit. Face mask?
In the name of an art movement coined by
Oh.
Gustav Hartlaub for a 1925 exhibition subtitled German Painting Since Expressionism. In an essay published the same year, Hartlaub claimed that, quote, much of the visionary fantasy of the old is preserved even in the verism of today, in reference to the work of members of the movement such as Lotte Laserstein, George Gross and Otto Dix.
Manchester Metric.
Realism?
No.
Edinburgh Leonard.
Modernism.
No, it's objectivity. The movement's called New Objectivity or Neue Sachlichkeit. Let's start the question. What type of animal is
Iswar University Challenge. His name is Parthav Iswar. He's at the University of Edinburgh. Activity. So he was at university. He might be a little older, a little bit older, but I don't think he's that much older. He might be he might be 24 or 25. He's not 46. I don't think professional quizzes would get half of these questions. Stanis, let's not be boldest on this channel of all places, please. I've known plenty of young men that have started balding at a young age. It happens. Oh! How'd he miss? I started losing my hair when I was about 20 or 21. I started noticing quite a bit of it was coming out in the shower. I'm glad that I got the going over with. Like, that I didn't get into my 38, 39, and I'd had hair that whole time and I'm still trying to cling on. You do see that. The Klingons are actually named that because you see their foreheads. They're clinging on to their hair, even though they're clearly bald. They're letting it grow out the back like Frasier. What an achievement, George. What an achievement. Having hair. Well done. I, of course, didn't work hard enough. That's why I'm bald. I can't grow a good beard. One of my many curses. Stanis, I saw an article about it, but I had no interest in... Like, all I saw was the headline that they had had an interview. I cannot think of something I would be less likely to sit through. My problem is I don't have enough beard growth here. Look, I'll show you. We'll go cam only. Here we go. So, it's not very thick on my cheeks. It's mainly down here. So when I grow it, I just get these a bushy neck beardy kind of thing going on. Like here. I mean, a true neck beard keeps this bit and shaves all this. That's a neck beard. But I just have, if I had fuller cheek hair, I could grow a big beard and I would happily do that. But there would be a lot of grey. I mean, my hair is very grey now. I'd say, look at that. This is just grey. It's about 50-50. It's like there's hair there, but it's grey. So in like 3 or 4 years, I think I'll be completely grey.
EO in a 2022 film by Jerzy Skolimowski, which follows the animal's travels across Europe after he is separated from his loving owner.
Edinburgh Richards.
Donkey.
It is a donkey, yes. Your bonuses are on parasitic plants. Give the common name of each from the description. First, Rafflesia arnoldii, a parasitic, leafless plant native to Indonesia that produces the largest individual flowers in the world. It feeds on tetrastigma vines, and its common name refers to the unpleasant odour it emits to attract the carrion insects that pollinate it.
Yeah.
Corpse flower.
Oh, the corpse flower.
Next, Rhinanthus minor, a semi-parasitic plant common in wildflower meadows and grasslands in the UK. It takes its name from the colour of its flowers and the distinctive sound of its seeds moving in their calyxes.
It's like yellow rattle or golden rattle.
Yeah.
Yellow rattle.
Yes, well done. Finally, Viscum album, a semi-parasitic plant found in Europe and appearing in clusters on tree branches, especially on apple, hawthorn and poplar trees, that also contains the poisonous viscotoxin. In Greek mythology, Aeneas carries this plant to protect him on his journey to the
nightshade?
Mistletoe. Mistletoe.
Yes, it is.
It is nice.
Picture round now, and for your picture starter, you're going to see a national flag.
Well, that's kind of like the Pakistani flag. Bangladesh.
For 10 points, I simply need the name of the country it represents.
Manchester Metric.
Turkmenistan.
Well done. Well done. For your picture starter, you saw the flag of Turkmenistan, which the North American Vexillological Association's influential 2001 pamphlet, Good Flag, Bad Flag, criticises for its complicated patterns. For your picture bonuses, 3 more flags critiqued in Good Flag, Bad Flag.
Good Flag, Bad
5
Flag is
points for
great.
each you can identify. First, this Canadian province, whose flag is criticised for having too small a bison.
It's probably a prairie province, so like Alberta. Yeah. I kind of like Alberta, actually. Yeah. Alberta?
No, it's Manitoba. Secondly, this is the flag of the former rulers of which city, now a national capital? The flag's overwhelming complexity defeats its purpose, according to the pamphlet.
I'm afraid I have no clue.
I've no
Somewhere in Thailand, maybe?
I've got a 1 in 190 chance, so around them. Damascus?
No, it's Tunis. And finally, this Native American nation and reservation, whose flag is said to overwhelm the viewer with its over 20 graphic elements.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
I love it.
Is that an oil thing? So, like, it could be the Osage, because, like, kills the flower moon.
Yeah, that's really clever.
Osage?
No, bad luck. It's a Navajo nation. Let's start the question. Most numerous in Iraq, Iran, and India, the Christian grouping known as Church of the East, or
Coptics?
Assyrian Christians, are also known by what name?
Edinburgh Ishwa.
The Syro-Malabar Church.
I'm afraid you lose 5 points. After a 5th century bishop of Constantinople condemned by the Council of Ephesus in 431 for his theological views. Their missionaries were briefly influential at the court of Tang Dynasty China.
Manchester Matchwork.
Nestorian.
It is the Nestorians, yes, well done.
Nestorian.
Your bonuses, Manchester, are on director Paul Schrader's diagram of notable non-narrative filmmakers.
Ooh, I do know Paul Schrader, and I do watch a lot of movies. Oh my god, we've got to play Man City. Well, they're having a shit time as well. He just can't defend at the moment. Don't know what's going on. My new vape is so cool. Oh, mwah! Trent to Luca. That's the combo. He's been our big game guy, Alexander-Arnold, I'll tell you that much. Great goal, great goal. Unlucky, boys.
That he created for his 1972 book, Transcendental Style in Film. Which director lends his name to a ring on the diagram, beyond which Schrader claims that a director, quote, is no longer making cinema for a paying audience, he's making it for institutions. This director's film, Solaris, was released the same...
It's not Fedorovsky. Is it Jodorowsky?
Same year as Schrader's book.
Tarkovsky? Is it him? Are you sure? Okay, Tarkovsky.
Correct.
Tarkovsky.
Amongst the directors placed in the art gallery section of the diagram is which American experimental filmmaker, whose works include Mothlight and Dog Star Man?
I've not seen this.
Oh.
Do you have a guess? It's okay if not.
No, sorry.
Sam Moore.
No, Stan Brakhage. Which Belgian director does Schrader locate midway between the diagram centre and the section labelled The Surveillance Cam? Her 1975 film, Jeanne Dielman, was named the greatest film of all time by a 2022 BFI poll.
Dominic Power.
Chantal Ackerman.
Yes, it is. Well done. Let's start the question. What adjective is used specifically to describe all of the following? In quantum mechanics, a state within a system that has equal energy with one or more other states.
Manchester Metric.
Static.
Degenerate.
It is degenerate. Well done. Your bonus is then 3 questions on places and characters from Greek mythology that share a name element. Hippomenes, also known as Melanion, beat which fleet-footed hunter in a race by distracting her with golden apples provided by Aphrodite?
It could be Atalanta or Electra.
He's probably the maths guy. You need a maths guy. Every team has one. Because there's always a maths round, and then a really complicated numbers round, and he gets that.
No, not Electra. Atlanta, I feel.
That's way off of what I was thinking.
What were you going to say?
I have no idea, actually.
Are you
I'm so
sure?
sorry. Yeah.
Okay, Atlanta?
Yes. Which queen, the second wife of Theseus, was cursed by Aphrodite to fall in love with her stepson, Hippolytus? He rejected her, setting in motion a chain of events leading to both of their deaths.
A shared element. Yeah.
Like, so something ending in "nta"? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Or was it just
Can't think of anyone else.
Apollo, like.
I'm afraid I'm going to just pass. Pass.
It's Phaedra. Finally, the Hippocrene on Mount Helicon was a spring sacred to which mythological grouping?
Oh, it could be the Muses.
But the shared element, is that
Well,
okay?
the hippo is the
Yeah.
shadow.
Oh, fine.
So,
Yeah. So Muses?
The Muses.
Yes, it is. Well done. Let's start the question. Of which poet, born in 1875, did William Gass write, "Roses climb his life as if he were their trellis"? A number of his works concern them, including the German language poems The Centre of the Rose and The Bowl of Roses, a set of French language poems published posthumously, his self-composed epitaph carved on his grave in Valais, and one of his sonnets to Orpheus.
Manchester Metric.
Rainer Maria Rilke.
It is indeed, yes.
What?
The bonuses are on the Second Crusade of 1147 to 1149. The Second Crusade was called in response to which Crusader state's capture by Zangi, governor of Mosul and Aleppo, ruled by Jocelyn II. It was the most northerly of those founded during the First Crusade.
Okay, I think Edessa for this. Yeah. Edessa.
Yes. Pope Eugenius III commissioned which Cistercian abbot, later a saint, to preach the crusade, which he notably did at Vézelay, before King Louis VII and Eleanor of Aquitaine.
This sounds like Bernard of Clairvaux. Bernard of Clairvaux.
Yes.
How do you know these things? That sounds like Bernard of Clairvaux. What has he read? What has he studied? That means in addition to all the other things he knows, quantum physics, he also knows of Bernard of Clairvaux. Do some people just never forget everything they've read?
Following a council held near Acre, the Crusaders made the doomed decision
I'm
to
so
attack which
stupid.
city instead of Edessa. Previously allied with Jerusalem against Aleppo, the city received support from their former enemies, the siege was abandoned, and the crusade disintegrated soon after.
What else is around there? Antiochus?
Yeah.
I don't know. Antioch?
No, it's Damascus. Let's start the question. Music round now. And for your music starter, you're going to hear an extract from an opera. For 10 points, I need you to name its composer. Yes, it is. Well done.
I skipped the opera rounds, I'm sorry.
For your music starter, you heard the finale to Wagner's The Valkyrie, in which the god Wotan centers on a Celtic warrior who... On New Year's Day 1966, in what country was the government of President David Dacko overthrown in an overnight coup d'etat led by his cousin, Colonel Jean-Bedel Bokassa?
Zimbabwe?
Who would later...
Manchester Metric.
CAR.
It is, the Central African Republic, yes, we accept that. Your bonuses then, Manchester, are 3 questions on a hypothesis. First advanced by Georg Cantor in 1878, what name is given to the hypothesis that posits that there is no set whose cardinality is an intermediate value between the cardinality of the integers and that of the real numbers?
This is too mathsy for me.
Yeah, no.
I can tell you.
The counting hypothesis.
No, it's the continuum hypothesis.
Oh,
In order to prove the continuum hypothesis's independence from Zermelo-Fraenkel set theory, mathematician Paul Cohen developed what technique in which expanded theoretical universes are created that satisfy certain properties?
Well, that kind of sounds like many worlds, but this isn't quantum.
Yeah.
I don't know. Many worlds?
No, it's forcing. Kurt Gödel proved the compatibility of the continuum hypothesis with Zermelo-Fraenkel set theory and did the same for which axiom, first formulated by Ernst Zermelo himself in 1904?
Have they already said the axiom of choice?
No.
Okay. Axiom of choice?
It is the axiom of choice. Well done. Let's start the question. What historic county was, along with Shetland and Orkney, the only entirely insular county in Scotland? That is, it had no territory on mainland Britain. Located in the Firth of Clyde, it consisted of the Cumbraes, the larger island of Arran, and the county...
Oh, I know this. I've been there. I can't remember. It's not the Orkneys, I don't think.
Namesake
I've been to the Isle of
which is now
Arran.
part of a county...
Manchester Dixon.
Argyll and Bute.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Formed by its merger with the neighbouring historic county of Argyll.
Edinburgh MJ.
Bute. It is Bute, yes. Bad luck, Kirsty. Argyll and Bute is the name of the modern council area, but as the question said, we're after the historic county, which is Bute or Buteshire. Your bonuses, Edinburgh, are on sociological terms, all three of which begin with the same letter. Give each from the definition. First, a term popularised by Emil Durkheim to indicate a breakdown in social conditions and norms. He employed it particularly in relation to his study of suicide.
It's not anarchy, is it?
No, it's despair stuff. No.
We should just go with an answer.
Disintegration. I don't know.
Disintegration.
It's anomy. Secondly, an Arabic term for a kind of social solidarity or cohesion dependent on group unity. In his Muqaddimah, Ibn Khaldun states that its presence was an important factor in the formation of large states.
Have we got anything?
No, we should pass.
Pass.
Asabiya. Finally, status indicators such as lineage or disability, over which individuals have little to no control. It is often contrasted with achieved status.
Oh,
No,
it has just like a name.
Is it ascribed?
Ascribed? Yeah, like that.
Ascribed status?
It is ascribed status. What six-letter word can be found at the end of all of the following? The name of an avant-garde hip-hop group behind the 2017 album Red Burns. The title of a 1972 Miles Davis album featuring the tracks Black Satin and One and One, inspired by composer Karl-Heinz Stockhausen. And the title of a 2003 Mercury Prize-winning album whose lead single I Love You marked the UK chart debut of its artist Dizzy Rascal.
Manchester Dixon.
Knights.
No, anyone from Edinburgh you may not confer.
Edinburgh MJ.
Corner?
It is corner, well done. Your bonuses, Edinburgh, are on Zimbabwe. In 1965, in order to preserve white minority rule in southern Rhodesia, the unilateral declaration of independence from Britain was made by the Rhodesian Front government, led by whom?
Oh.
Anything?
Steve Irwin.
Pass.
Ian Smith. Following conflict between the unrecognised state and a coalition of African liberation parties, the 1979 Lancaster House Agreement saw Britain temporarily retake control of the country.
He looks like a Spanish lawyer. You've been accused of a terrible crime. You're up before the beak in Spain. And this guy's your appointed representative because you didn't have one in Spain. So he's here to defend you. He's fresh out of college. Better call Juan. I think Saul actually is a Spanish name, so better call Saul.
In preparation for free elections. Which party, led by Robert Mugabe, would win those elections in
Better call
1980?
Raul.
I don't know, like Zimbabwean Liberation Front or something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Or Liberation Party.
Yeah.
Zimbabwe Liberation Party.
No, Mugabe led the ZANU-PF. Beginning in 1983, Gukurahundi was a violent military crackdown on supporters of the ZAPU party, who had largely drawn from what ethnic group related to the Zulu and the second largest in Zimbabwe. They are found mainly in the west of the country, centred around Bulawayo, but also in South Africa and Botswana.
Shona. It's Shona.
What did you say, Johnny?
Tswana, but
I think it's Shona if it's Botswana.
Nominate Ishwa.
Shona?
No, the Shona are the largest ethnic group in Zimbabwe. It's the Ndebele. Now let's start the question. It's a picture round now. For your picture starter, you're going to see a still from a...
That is Werner Herzog's... I think that's My Best Fiend.
Short film.
Oh,
For 10
short
points,
film.
name the filmmaker
Werner
in the
Herzog.
picture.
Werner Herzog. Werner Herzog. Werner Herzog.
Manchester Metric.
Werner Herzog.
That is Werner Herzog, yes. That was Werner Herzog in the 1980 film Werner Herzog Eats His Shoe, made as a response to the success of the Errol Morris film Gates of Heaven. For your picture bonuses then, Manchester, you're going to see stills from 3 more films, all documentaries directed by Werner Herzog. From here, I'll need the title of each film for the points. First, this film from 1997.
Oh, gosh.
Do you have anything, Ray?
It's not Blue
No, I
Yonder,
should
is it?
know it. I'm really sorry.
It's a documentary, so I haven't seen it.
Little Dieter Needs to Fly. Next,
That's
this film from 2007.
That's the
Like,
the
what's the
Blue
one he did in
Yonder.
Antarctica?
That's the Blue Yonder, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
It's the one where he talks about the depressed penguin.
Yeah, we've
Or am I
about
wrong
this
here?
film this
Did they say
Come on.
documentaries?
Pass.
Encounters at the End of the World. Finally,
Oh.
this film from 2005.
That's Grizzly Man.
Yeah, Grizzly
Yes.
Man.
Let's start the question. The Arabic term Dibs Ruman and the Farsi term Rob-e-ana both refer to a thick, sweet-sour, dark, purplish-red syrup made from...
Sugar. No. No, it's not sugar. Sorry, I thought it was sugar. It's not sugar. Faulkner ain't gonna do shit. Do we not do offsides anymore, ref? I just think they don't forget anything they've ever heard or read. Do we have a defense? Do we have anyone defending? There's a goal. Keep doing that. We're so back. How is it that none of our passes find someone on our team? You guys can all pass. I don't know what that is, Polly. There is such a game. There literally is such a game. Esports Manager. It's as bad as it sounds. Why would that be fun? There's no game to watch. I mean, I don't want to imagine having to manage a Dota team where the strategy and stuff is just... It's just never going to work.
Edinburgh Ishwa.
Pomegranate. It is indeed. Your bonuses
Pomegranate.
are on the German chemist Ida Noddack. In addition to being the first scientist to propose the idea, later known as nuclear fission, Noddack also discovered which element alongside Otto Berg and her husband Walter. It was the last naturally occurring element to be discovered having a stable isotope.
Quick. Stable isotope, so bismuth.
Bismuth.
That's rhenium. Though the Noddacks and Berg initially isolated only a very small amount of rhenium, production soon expanded due to rhenium's regular presence in an ore of what metal?
Mercury? I don't know.
Mercury.
Molybdenum. When the Noddacks and Berg discovered rhenium, they also identified an unnamed element 43, which is now known by what name, taken from the fact that Emilio Segre and Carlo Perrier...
Technetium.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Well done. Let's start with the question. What specific type of isomerism is displayed by the chemical carvone, which smells like either spearmint or caraway seeds, depending on whether the R or S isomer is predominant? This type of isomerism is defined as two molecules that are non-superimposable.
Manchester Dixon.
Isomerism.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Non-superimposable mirror images of one another.
Edinburgh Richards.
Chirality?
No, it's enantiomers or optical isomers that
Come
I
on.
needed to hear. Kirsty, again, bad luck, but stereoisomer is just too general. Let's start the question. Poems entitled Pharaoh, The Panther, The Ruin, and The Seafarer, as well as over 90 riddles written in...
Manchester Manchwick.
The Exeter book.
Yes, that's correct. Well done.
How are you knowing these things? How do you know these things? The Exeter book, also known as Codex Exoniniasis or Exeter Cathedral Library MS 3501, is a large codex of Old English poetry believed to have been produced in the late 10th century. It's pretty incredible, the Exeter book. Guy just knows. He's just a knower.
Your bonuses are on the two UNESCO World Heritage properties dedicated to the Silk Road. The easternmost site of the two properties is in which city? The oldest of the ancient capitals of China. It lies approximately 320 kilometers east of Xi'an.
Guangzhou?
Kaifeng, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Kaifeng?
No, it's Luoyang. The westernmost site of the two properties is a ruined minaret located in Turkmenistan, approximately 28 kilometers north of the ruins of which ancient oasis city,
Petra?
once the capital of Khorasan, and itself a UNESCO World Heritage Site?
I think this is Merv. Sure. Merv?
Yes. The name of one of the properties references the route along which mountain range that forms the northern boundary of the Tarim Basin.
The Himalayas.
Its name means celestial mountains.
The Himalayas.
It's like Altai is around there, I suppose.
So he knows his geography as well.
Altai?
No, it's Tian Shan. Let's start the question. I need the name of a political figure here. Nationalism, populism, republicanism, reformism, statism, and secularism are the so-called 6 arrows.
Manchester Manchwick.
Mustafa Kemal Ataturk.
Well done, it is indeed. Your bonuses are on subjects of paintings by Jean-Michel Basquiat. Basquiat's 1982 work, The
I
Guilt
don't know
of
anything
Gold
about
Teeth, depicts
Basquiat.
also the German word for... Let's start the question. Found in the Swiss canton of Valais, what is the highest mountain in the Alps to be located entirely within the borders of a single country? Its 3-letter name is also the German word for cathedral.
Edinburgh Richards.
Dome.
Yes, your bonuses are on international borders. For each bonus, you'll hear a list of countries, all of which have land borders with the same number of countries. In each case, I want that number. First, Benin, Thailand, Lithuania, Guatemala.
3. Is it 3?
3?
Sure.
3.
4. Secondly, Uganda, Uzbekistan,
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Thank you, Tyler.
Slovakia,
Tyler
Bolivia.
R405 just resumed for 33 months.
God damn. What a cock. He agreed to be the backup keeper and now he wants to go.
This is Coq au Vin, but not like you've seen it before. We've taken inspiration from some 3 Michelin star chefs and broken...
Oh.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Thank you.
Cleios_ just resubbed for 5 months. Ai.
It's all gone to fucking shit. It's all gone to shit. Oh. That's your one problem, King Wizard? I got a million problems with this game. But yes, that is a well-known, long-running problem with the game. Goal. Goal, 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 goal.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Kuto we just resubbed for 63 months.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Revenge of Toaster just resubbed for 68 months.
Thank you.
Ed.
The lads are just fucking knackered. Ah! Mayer! What a goal. Wow. Yeah, keeper will be unhappy to be beaten on his near post there, but take nothing away from me. Yeah, that is a fantastic finish. Absolutely fantastic finish, that. Well done, lads. We are doing well. Oh, the lads. Oh, dear. When's our next game? 3 days' time. Right, let's have a look at the old training calendar then. Oh, I see a problem here. Yeah, we're not really resting after games, are we? Right. That does it. I'm just going to get the fucking lad to take over again because this is silly. I don't care about any of that stuff. Player of the year, all this wank. I don't care. I do not care. I am seriously unimpressed with the standard of the Premier League as entertainment these days. I hate the fact that everyone just plays with one up front. It's really boring. I miss the way football used to be. I feel like there's way less characters. All the teams basically try and play the same kind of football. VAR has sucked all the life and soul out of it. The owners are all shit. There's so much money sloshing around. And it's just... I would say Mourinho's Chelsea and Pep Guardiola's Man City have been two of the most poisonous influences on the Premier League. They took it from being entertaining, fun football that was like great to watch to dull as ditch water, spreadsheet versus spreadsheet, dog shit. It's just boring. So boring a lot of the time. I hate seeing teams constantly with this ridiculous high press and people just giving it to them because they've been told you have to play out of defense. We'll shoot you otherwise. So many goals are just player gives ball away, attacker scores. It's just made it so boring. It's also meant that there's no real room in the modern game for like a truly oddball mercurial talent like fucking Matt Letizia, who was incredibly entertaining to watch. Players like that have been replaced with machines who run all day and press all day, and the whole game is about pressing, 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 pressing. That's all it is. I want someone to come up with a new, entertaining form of football. Do you know a team? One of the teams I enjoyed watching recently that actually won things and played entertaining football. That Liverpool side that had Mane, Firmino, Salah. They were fucking great to watch, man. I click there. Nah, I've never been into ice hockey. I love baseball. I really do like watching baseball. I think I'd probably be, if I had to switch, I'd go for basketball. Great ball and great run. And terrific finish. Oh. I'll never be a rugby fan, sadly. It's just no... It just doesn't grab. I mean, really good. At its top level, when you have a really good rugby game, it's genuinely thrilling. But a lot of the time, it's not like that at all. And don't get me wrong, when you see two excellent teams, like think about when it was like New Zealand and Australia, like those two teams in their like prime era, just how thrilling they were to watch. Brilliant. Every time we take a step forward, gents, could we maybe ease off the taking a step back part of it? Could we? Can we give that a go? Because at the moment, we're all in on the doing stupid shit. There was an Australia team a few years ago, and just watching them move the ball, how quick and committed they were to everything they did, the speed of play, wing play and everything, they were brilliant. But I feel like a lot of the time the gains, yes, are so marginal that it's kind of hard to enjoy watching. So, oh, brilliant play there. And what does he get for that? Well, now they get to boot the ball as far down the field as they possibly can. Well, that's pretty exciting stuff, isn't it? I just find a lot of the game kind of boring. It's okay. It's okay. I don't like the view that a lot of rugby fans take where it's like, the reason football is bad is because basically the players aren't gentlemanly and they roll around on the floor to gain an advantage. I think the attitude of referees in football, the relationship between referees and players in football needs to be much more like rugby. But the idea that rugby is some clean game is a joke. They are constantly fouling each other in horrible ways. Fucking hell. Uh-oh. I have 1 month. Crikey.
Put it down step by step so you can recreate it at home. We've also invited one of them in to give it a taste. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to get our brine going. This is actually a step that we've added because we do know how to cook, you know. We're not just pretenders. It does come with premise from Michelin level chef Pierre Kaufmann, legendary 3-star chef. In his book Memories of Gascony, he actually makes coq au vin without marinating the chicken in red wine, which is the classic way. Now, the reason he does this is because he says that the marinating of the chicken, although it's very good for when you're using a rooster, which is the traditional bird of choice when we're using coq au vin.
Yeah, because it's called coq au vin, right? Cock in wine.
If you're not using a rooster, which very few people are these days, the wine can actually break down the chicken too much and give you break down the proteins and give you almost like a chalky finish. 5% salt solution, dissolve it in the water. We're going to add some peppercorns and some thyme and some bay leaf. And then let that infuse into the brine. So while that salt's just dissolving, we're just going to prep the chicken. Most people at home find it a bit trickier eating around the bone, so we're going to take the chicken off the bone mostly. And then we're going to roast off the bones and cook that in the coq au vin as well, so you get the flavour of all the bones, but you get the ease of eating, having all the breast boneless. So first of all, we're going to take the wings off. So just round the side, just taking we've got a bony knife here, just going round that ball joint at the bottom of the breast. Remove the wishbone from the chicken just by lifting up the back. What the brining is going to do, through osmosis, the salty water is going to enter the chicken.
Have I shown you guys Jacques Pepin?
Cooked, rested a little bit. You don't puncture it in the breast, you got the junction here or between the leg to lift it up. Any type of juice will go into
Watch this shit.
the natural juice here. And the carving. First remove the, of course, the string that we put around. And now the chicken is cut basically the same way than what we did before. It's much easier, however it's cooked. You lift it up, it cracks very easily.
You'll see that?
And what we did before.
So he goes in under the wing.
Much easier.
But how does he, what's he level with there? How does he know when to stop?
However it's cooked. You lift it up, it cracks very easily. Same thing on the other side.
Oh, it bumps. There's a bone. Damn, that's some bloody chicken.
Now the wing can be cut into 2 pieces, or just like I did before, the piece of the breast.
I think your chicken's a little pink for my liking, Jacques.
The other piece.
So his wing has like a little bit of breast meat on it.
That piece, when pull out, it will come out of a piece of meat without even the central bone, as you see, should stay here. Just the chicken is nicely cooked, it's not cooked too much. Okay, so I have the carcass here. Best part of the chicken for me would be this and this.
The
what we
oysters.
call the soliles in France, or the oyster for the cook.
I always give them one for me, one for my
And the
youngest.
chicken here. I'll put that on top. Place back my wing. Place back the sternum.
You don't know how many times I've watched
Basically
this.
the same way than what we did before. It's much easier, however, it's cooked.
He stops when he gets to this
You
bit.
lift it up, it cracks very easily. It's much easier, however, it's cooked. You lift it up, it cracks very easily.
Damn it, Jacques. Damn it. 2 a.m. spaghetti. That is a lot of oil. You don't need to stir spaghetti. Alright, he breaks up the tomatoes. Could have peeled them first if you wanted to do this. It'll be easier than this. I mean, I don't peel them, I eat them. I'm just saying, if he wanted to get the skins off, that feels like a much more fiddly way. I don't think this needed a video. This is like... I'm not kidding. This could be me cooking. There's nothing. You're learning nothing from this video. There's no technique. There's nothing. Got the same timer. What are you doing, brother? What? What is it? What is... I don't like this at all. What are you doing, man? Why you just get a spatula? God, this was just the most nothing vid. What's this shit? Just put it on the fucking plate, would you please? What is this? Yeah, don't cut the bit where you can't push it off the thing. Where's me dinner? It's 2 AM. This has taken far too long. Tell me people aren't saying looks amazing. Bullshit. What a load of wank. Why I still can't live with my parents. Zaza! Zaza can't live with his parents.
What is like living in a small county town in China? Hi, I'm Zaza. The Chinese New Year holiday is over, and in 2 days, I'll be leaving my hometown. Before I leave, Mom insists on making dumplings for me.
What is that she's made there?
In China, especially in the north, dumplings are the most important food, symbolizing reunion and blessings. A mother's love is everywhere. Even
I use chopsticks a lot when I cook for stirring stuff, combining stuff. I think that the wooden spoon is actually a very poor substitute for chopsticks for a lot of things. First of all, I like a wooden spoon. Don't get me wrong. A good wooden spoon, stirring stuff, fantastic. But when you're combining stuff, the wood will often sort of suck up flavor. It's like you're putting a sponge into everything. And some of it stays on the spoon, and that's lost. That flavor is gone. I hate that. And because it's big, it doesn't really get in there as much. You end up smushing stuff. I like a spatula or a chopsticks or something you can really get in there. I think it's a really, really useful kitchen tool.
I'm 36 years old. I live alone most of the year. I pay my own bills and make my own decisions.
They're all
but
bad,
when I come
Zaza.
back home, I'm no longer an adult.
Oh, baby. That looks incredible, Zaza. He took after his mum, didn't he?
Today, we're making two kinds of dumpling fillings, radish and pork, garlic chive and pork.
No wonder he eats so much when he has lunch. This is a huge meal for 3 people.
In China, we uphold gender equality, so household chores are not divided based on gender. Take our home. Dad is the cook. He's just better in the kitchen.
Oh my god. Give it to me now.
After graduating from university, I left my hometown and started working and building a career in a big city. I worked for 8 years, then quit to run my own online store, all for a freer life. Many people, even my parents, believe that my current job doesn't require me to leave my hometown. I could live and work right here with them, but I prefer living alone.
No, you don't, Zaza!
Living with my parents, I'm told what to eat, when to sleep, who I should marry. They call it love, and maybe it is. Yet with every choice made for me, my own voice grows quieter. Sometimes, it feels like I don't exist here.
Well, maybe you could chip in with the dumpling making. You know what, Mitchie? But after I got back from Japan, I bought a big fucking cleaver. It's fantastic. You can do a lot with a cleaver that you can't do with just a knife, you know? Because you can block as well as attack.
China has developed so rapidly over the past 20 plus years.
He's 36, he don't know how to do it.
Transitioning from my parents'
That's why they treat him like a
agricultural
big
era
baby.
to today's technological age, that the generation gap between us runs deep.
I don't want you guys
That's
to see
why
me
I
eating
believe
sunflower
living apart
seeds.
from my parents can actually be easier for everyone involved. We stay in touch regularly and get together during festivals. My love for them hasn't diminished in the slightest. What's more, there's another important reason. The pressure I receive from people in my hometown for being 36 and unmarried. Like I said, my parents' generation and mine see things very differently. Many young Chinese people no longer consider marriage a necessity. But for parents' generation, that's simply not acceptable.
Oh, it's just boiled. Okay.
Every year when I go back to my hometown, all the elders keep asking, when are you getting married? Why aren't you married? What will you do when you're old if you don't marry? I get that they care, but I like my life as it is. They just don't get it. That's why moving away feels like protecting myself. It lets me live my life, my way.
I only eat sunflower seeds in private because it's gross. You got to spit the shells out. I think personally that the attitude that is taken over for a certain generation, I guess millennials, who are now turning out into their mid-30s and they're still alone, and they sort of feel that this is unfair, and this isn't what they expected. But living alone and not seeking any kind of long-term partner and just having that kind of lifestyle, when people complain about a loneliness epidemic, I mean, the reason for the loneliness epidemic, it's right there, right? Like, you're alone. The epidemic of loneliness is that everyone's committed to living alone, way past the point when we have ever done. I'm trying to think of an era in human history when being alone for such a long length of time and not having children and not getting into some kind of relationship, when has that ever happened before? I don't think it's ever happened before. And I think some people have seen it as this great liberation, but I do wonder, when that generation are in their mid-40s and in their 50s and they're still alone, I know friends of mine who are like that. They just have to have committed to being alone forever. And I feel like that's kind of sad. So he's complaining that at 36, and given the number of episodes we've seen of him just being sad, he's like, whenever I go back home, everyone's just asking me when I'm going to get married. And I understand that that would be annoying. But he then also regularly spends days where he doesn't talk to anyone is essentially alone all the time, but then speaks how life has no meaning and he's lost his, mojo. And the reason for that should be fairly obvious. When you have no human interaction, you're essentially in solitary confinement. You've put yourself in solitary confinement. It's a bit mad. Have you guys seen this? Who hasn't seen this? They are bonkers. French-Canadian lads. They've got weird names. One of them is... They're that kind of band. I don't know who Eloy Casagrande is. But it's all just like that loop pedals and... I mean, they're both so fucking good, right? Like, the guitarist is incredible, but the drummer is amazing. Luca! Oh, Sepultura and Slipknot. Not really my cup of tea, that style of drumming. Harvey Barnes. A well-taken goal there, Harvey Barnes. Alexander Arnold played the ball in. Just there. And there's Barnes to tuck it away. A lovely goal. Well taken by Harvey Barnes. Offside. A goal. Mate, I'm telling you, when Majeur is on the pitch, shit happens. This guy's great. I'm not a big fan of drum solos. I apologize. I appreciate the skill. It's just there's very few drummers that I like watching in isolation. Larnell Lewis, probably one of the few. I'm not into that metal drumming with the quadruple pedals, and it just seems silly to me. Wait, there's a new Punisher? 21 years living off-grid on a remote island. Okay. Did he do this for the content?
I wanted to explore sustainable living and alternative design, alternative power systems, and I wanted the challenge of being off-grid. Almost all of my electricity is generated by solar, but some is generated by micro-hydro water wheel, and on rare occasions I run a gas-powered generator. All heat is done with wood stove. And drinking water is coming from a ground source well. It feels satisfying to be self-sufficient for all these things, albeit it was a lot of work in the beginning, yeah. I'm semi-retired, but I built a dance studio and I'm running events here. I host, not just dance workshops, but other people use the studio and I rent it out to them. And that generates an income. And sometimes I go off island to teach dance. I've also run the sawmill and sell lumber. So, I work hard, but I can take time off whenever I like because of my lifestyle. Being on a remote island, it's hard to get here, and you don't just drive by and stop in. You're here for a while. This island is unique for a few reasons. There's no power coming to the island. There's no electricity coming to the island. There's no sewers. Garbage pickup is quite questionable. It's a lot of work. There's no car ferry coming to this island. That changes a lot. It makes it harder to get here. And to get here, you have to be more determined. And relinquish control. Like, I can't go get a slice of pizza whenever I want. So a lot of things are completely out of my control, and you have to be comfortable with that. I leave the island about once a month. There's so many little things I have to go and get, but I would definitely leave less often if I could. Yeah. Most of the food is coming from a health food store. I place order, so I get a box of bananas, box of potatoes, box of carrots, yams, apples, oranges.
What? Dude. You're off the grid? You buy your food from a fucking online shop? What are you talking about, brother? How the fuck is that off grid? Yeah, I get all my food from Amazon. I'm off grid. What the fuck is happening?
That's what's coming this week. And I raise chickens for meat and eggs, so I have fresh eggs every day. And I am growing a lot of kale and other fruit.
Kale!
Sometimes I do canning, but the fridges and freezers are the best way to go. I used to be a machinist, tool and die maker in the aerospace industry and also in the automotive industry. And everything has to be flat, square, perpendicular to within 1/100th of a millimeter. And I came here to defy all of that. And so I didn't use a level. I very rarely used a tape measure. This is mostly done with a chainsaw.
I didn't use a level. I mean... Yeah. I believe you. Do you know what? Crazy as it may seem, I believe him. I don't think this guy, I don't think he used the level.
I have tried to be as sustainable as possible, so mostly I'm using wood from here on the land, almost exclusively. I've used a lot of a cob, which is clay, sand, and straw, and horse manure mixed in to make like a concrete-like product. I've been using a lot of rock in this building that was right here. I just had to move it by hand.
Come on, lads. Oh my god, Rev. What a disaster. What went wrong?
And I use a lot of recycled materials like car tires and plastic bags from the recycling center. I stuff the walls with plastic bags as insulation. I get all the recycled materials from the island. I don't leave the island to get them. Everything is here at the recycling center.
Wait a second. How are there tires on the island when there's no cars?
This is my cabin in which I sleep and sort of my private space away from the studio. It's also my winter cabin. It's insulated and well heated. So this is the first room you come into, coming into the cabin. This is more or less a boot room. A place to come in, to take off your wet clothes and hang them up to dry. This is recently added on. That little room has been my living space for like 14 years, and this only recently got added on. I did this very, very quickly.
This is in a warm
area. This is
area.
a tree that I just cut the top off and peeled the bark off and built into the tree. It doesn't have longevity because it's still attached to its root ball. So eventually bugs will come up, and I'll have to redesign this. And so there are 4 trees in this room. And that was just it. Where the trees were, that's what dictated the design. This is where I often do food prep, especially in the winter. And so yeah, this is I had a limousine, an old limousine, and this is the couch out of the back of the limousine. This chunk of wood was a piece of log that I found in the forest. It was, I don't know, this diameter is huge. And this is the kitchen. It's largely an outdoor kitchen at this point. In this climate, you know, an outdoor kitchen, just having a covered roof is fine for most of the year. There's only...
I'll be honest with you. This place is going to be so fucking cold. Because this is just wood. There's no, like... I can't see room for insulation. This definitely isn't double glazed. And the place looks like it's so spacious. And I mean, how much heat is he losing through this thing? I would have the fucking oven in the house.
A couple of days of the year where this is uncomfortable, where the water lines actually freeze. So in the winter, when I'm not using the studio, I'm down here in this kitchen, just me prepping my own food and washing my own dishes. And this is my little room, little cabin. It's internet room, rec room, and so I can do yoga here in the winter. I like to do yoga while I'm watching a movie. I have satellite for internet. I insulated this with recycled plastic bags.
Oh, okay. There is insulation.
They do work as insulation. It's tiny, so therefore it heats up very quickly and doesn't use much firewood. It also has a very low ceiling, and that keeps the heat down. The wood stove also has a water pipe inside, and so it also is producing hot water, and there's a tank up on the next floor. And that's really helpful to have hot water when you want to wash dishes. There's another laundry machine out here, so having hot water for laundry.
Huh.
This is my office space.
I think what is quite funny is there's I'm going to get fired, by the way. You want to change your tactics, boys? Okay. I ain't taking the fucking Man U job.
Yeah, I need to store papers, and there's a printer. You know, running a retreat center, you have to have some kind of an office. When I set out to make this, I had no idea what I was going to do. This was all completely improvised, and yeah, it's kind of hanging. It's like a tree fort effect. So it's supported by a chain on this corner and a chain on that corner, and from up here, it appears that it's being held up.
I can't watch more of this guy's shitty house.
It's like being buried alive. You're someplace alive, but you're no place anybody wants you.
Todd Fickett has just assaulted a prison officer. He's been put in an isolation cell as punishment.
My mental state will probably go downhill, like it did last time. I go pretty crazy.
Todd is facing 6 months alone in his cell. He's one of an estimated 80,000 inmates across the United States in solitary confinement.
Now, isn't it strange that that guy in the cabin, he's essentially in solitary confinement? Oh, have you guys watched 24 Hours in Police Custody? That is such a great show.
They're going to...
What an optimal beam. I believe you. Leeds want to offer me a job. Fuck off. You watch football? If yes, then which team do you support? What team do you support? Madrid? Which one? Real Madrid. Let's see. He stole one of our players. Dean Huijsen. Yeah, we're going to lose all of our good players. We just cannot defend. We cannot defend. I mean, we're a small club, you know, it's like, we can't all be Real Madrid. Players want to play for us to get in the shop window to go to Real Madrid and Man City and places like that. Like, they don't want to sign with a small club that's never going to be in the Champions League, never going to win the title. And it's like, the town of Bournemouth is, it's okay, but it's not especially desirable. Oh, I'm getting fired. I think I'm going to have to start again. We'll go on a journey. We'll go on a journey. What went wrong here? Kez, that is so fucking bad, dude.
To be very worried about life. They're going from civilian street or from university, college, school, straight into a military environment.
They haven't won in 10
if they're
games.
not worried, they ought to be.
Mister. Full commission, yeah?
Ainsworth. What sort of jacket is that, Mr. Ainsworth? Have you come to join the Royal Marines or the Air Force? Are you told to wear a jacket like that, were you?
No, sir.
Colour Sergeant. Pick your kit up and follow me.
There will be moments when even the strongest will wish they'd never come. They have 12 months to prove themselves worthy of commanding 30 Royal Marines on active service. It is why their own training will be without remorse. The band plays This Could Be the Start of Something Big. Indeed it could. Already they've been chosen from hundreds of unsuccessful candidates and commissioned from day one with a £2,000 uniform allowance and £600 a month. But their goal is the green beret of the commanders, price £5.80. That has to be earned, and the true cost, they say, is 6 tons of sweat.
That's a great fucking saying.
Over there, gentlemen, I'm sure you've seen it before, or some of you have, is the front door of the officer's mess. In a moment, we're going to go through the front door of the officer's mess, and that will be the last time that you go through the front door of the officer's mess until you finish training. Do you understand? There is a back door. You will use it all times. There's also stairs going up to your accommodation. Next to the stairs is a lift out of bounds to you. You use the stairs at all times. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Good. What's going to happen now is we're going to go in the front door and we'll go downstairs and start your documentation ready for you to join the Royal Marines. You can only get better, Mr. Ainsworth, can't you? Yeah, come on.
The Commandant of Training is Colonel Ian Moore. What special qualities does he look for?
If I was to select one, I think it would be that quality which John Kennedy was said to have possessed, which is grace under pressure. Because there will be pressure, there will be danger, there will be discomfort, hunger, fatigue, sometimes exhaustion. But there must also be that ability to fatigue, sometimes exhaustion.
I thought that was Prince Andrew for a second.
But there must also be that ability to control, to go on thinking, to go on leading, to go on being an inspiration when times are very difficult. So I'd have thought that is the real quality that is central to so many others.
You work around London doing what?
I worked in the supermarket for a while. I worked for a removal company. Then I went to travel agent. Just sort of filling in time until I joined one.
All right. I think I've got my work cut out for you. So if you've got a degree in zoology, what made you want to join us?
I studied zoology because I have an interest in bird watching.
Right, okay.
Is Prince Andrew the one involved in those files? Yes. Very much so. We don't win this game, I lose my job. That is such a bad fucking header. What can I do about that? I can't stop him making a fucking disaster out of a perfectly fine situation.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Thank you.
Optimal Beam just resubbed for 3 months.
Thank you. We've dominated this game. This playthrough's over. Damn shame. Damn shame. We're getting sacked. I'm gonna create another club. This time I'm gonna put together a list of players that I want to put in the team. But this playthrough's over. We'll have to start another one. Cheers for watching. Take it easy. Peace out.